Yes, this is an actual review of the QCY Melobuds N70 sound. I bought this with my own money. Let's get this started. The QCY Melobuds N70 are hybrid true wireless earbuds featuring one dynamic and one MEMS tweeter and have a retail price of around $60 US. In the wise words of Taylorist the Swiftest, I knew you were Treble when you walked in. This has a lot of upper treble, especially in the 13 to 14 kHz range. I have many bright headphones and earphones, but none of them I have to EQ at 13 to 14K. This has never been a troublesome frequency range for me, but with the N70 it is. With the N70 I actually have to EQ that range down by 15 dB. The QCY app does provide a graphic EQ for 8K and 16K, and pushing down those frequencies does reduce the peak at 13 and 14K, but also the rest of the upper treble. If you like a darker tuning, then the QCY app alone will be fine, but if you like your treble and want to tame the peaks, then you need a third-party app like parametric, since you cannot target that specific frequency range within the QCY app. This is quite a letdown since the MEMS tweeter is technically fantastic. I know parametric has a free tier, but after the trial period has expired, you cannot target those frequencies anymore. Now I know that treble has a lot to do with your inner ear, but I checked some other reviews, and after the 30-minute spec sheet reading, most reviewers said that the treble was quite hot. This is quite a common frequency in music, talking and general life, so even if you use the earbuds in ambient mode, you will have to EQ those down. Things like running water are especially painful without EQ. So in short, if you want a MEMS tweeter to shine or even sparkle, you will have to use a third-party app like parametric. Parametric is cheap and is only a once-off cost, but still, come on man. There's even more that adds to the 13 kHz confusion, but I will talk more about that later in the video. Other than that, the treble is solid with generous timbre, detail and fast transient response. More than earbuds in the Soundcore range, but less than in-ear monitors such as the QCY ZS10. Moving on to bass, this is a bassy boy. I'm a bassy boy, but this slaps hard. Just like my wife, it slaps hard. My wife slaps me a lot. For minutes on end. On my rear. Just right there. My wife's a physio. Other than pure bass volume, the bass is quite solid out of the box. It is slightly boomy in the mid bass. If you want to clean this up, this is quite easy in the QCY app. You simply slide down 125 and 250 Hz or the mid-bass frequencies within parametric. Doing this will greatly improve the lower timbre and details and will bring more focus to the honestly quite amazing sub-bass. Additionally, it will add more contrast to improve soundstage and imaging. This sounds really counterintuitive, but just trust me on this. This brings way too many advantages. Just try it out. The high excursion dynamic driver provides amazing sub-bass with no audible distortion to my ears. If you are going to use this for anything other than exercising, then I would greatly reduce some of the mid-bass. The mids are balanced with lots of body, no issues here. To summarize the sound, I cannot listen to this without EQ. The treble is way too bright. It's about 4 times worse than the SR850, and that's already super bright. Luckily the app allows you to fix it, but at the cost of upper treble. If you like darker tuning, then this really isn't an issue. If you like your treble and want the peaks controlled, then there are definitely better options out there. And this is such a shame because the drivers in this is technically way better than anything else in the price range. Maybe the treble of the default tuning doesn't bother you, but this is such a gamble, even if you compare frequency response graphs. I know I did and I was still shocked, hence why I'm not showing you one. Yet. If you are willing to EQ this in a third-party app, then this is quite a great earbud. Even with an insane amount of EQ, I would not classify it as audiophile grade, but this is my gym earbud and after EQ it is great for that. If I were to compare the QCY N70 to an in-ear monitor, then I would put it 2 steps below the Qcy ZS-10 Pro 2 in all areas, but then also I would put it 2 steps above earbuds like the Soundcore R50i. If you don't need an earbud with water resistance, then your best earbud is not an earbud at all, but rather an in-ear monitor with ear hooks or a wireless DAC. If you want to add transparency mode, then have a look at this video where I show you how to add transparency mode to almost anything. Or if you can't be bothered, then have a look at the Moondrop Golden Ages 2. It just doesn't have a water resistance rating. Such a shame though. I really want an affordable water resistant planar earbud. It's like that would be in game for me. Like that'd be all I need. But you know, come on Qcy, come on Moondrop, where are you at? Just like all my other gear, I bought this with my own money so that I can say what I want. I want to continue doing this, but I cannot afford to do this if people don't subscribe. My channel has not yet been monetized and I would greatly appreciate it if you hit the like and subscribe buttons. Over 99.98% of my viewers are not subscribed. Subscribing costs you less than a Zimbabwean dollar. In other words, nothing. And using any of my affiliate links also has no additional cost to you. Thank you, and now let's get back to the video. While we are on water resistance, I can 100% guarantee you that the QCY N70 definitely passes the IPX4 test from its IPX5 rating. I did 6 30-minute, 600-calorie elliptical workouts, and my earbuds still work fine. Surprisingly, the earbuds fit my wife's ears as well, making this only the second set of earbuds that fit her. First being a surprisingly good cat-skinned Apple AirPods knockoff. She has tested quite a few by now, and this is incredibly rare. The standard small tips also fit and sealed for her, but none of the 5 included sets could provide a great seal for me. I could get a decent seal, but not a great one. Decent enough that it didn't audibly change the audio, but not great enough to actually make the ANC work effectively. I had to cycle through 6 other ear tips to get one that had a great seal. I finally found a fit and seal with these medium-sized Qcy Starline tips. And before you say it, even with all the tips, the treble was still way too hot. This is also another subjective part of the review. Maybe one of the tips provides a great seal for you. I know that it might look like I'm being unfair to the QCY N70, but I just find it strange that with all the work and research on this product, that the peak around 13K, which is visible in their own marketing and various other spec sheets, I find that this tuning is a bit too much of a technical showcase, and it's strange how little control there is specifically for the vast amount of treble. Also, if you found this video, then you are either a coffee or sound nerd and you have very high expectations for sound and coffee. So no, I'm not being unfair. I copied the JSON data from my PowerAmp EQ and pasted it in the description below. Please do not consider it as final. It has way too much sub-bass and needs refinement everywhere. It's merely an experiment for you to try and to refine. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have this, then please share your thoughts in the comments below. I like to hear from you guys, and yeah, I will see you in the next video.